Collocations. I'm not getting a gist of it. Where to practice from? How to basically practice? There are a lot of collocations. Do you have any list that usually comes in the exam? Well, if you're wondering with all these questions, then trust me, you are at the right place. This is that video you would asked for many times. Nakul, make a video on collocations and how to implement them in the reading fill in the blanks. Well, today I'm going to discuss the same. Stay tuned till the end. Alright everyone, Nakul here from Skills PTE Academic. I really hope everybody is doing fantastic. A lot of people texted me in the comment section to make a video on collocations and how to implement the same in the reading fill in the blanks, because collocations play a very vital role, play a pivotal role is also a collocation in your reading fill in the blank. So let's talk about what collocations are. Collocations are the normal words that people have used over the centuries. It's like few words always go with few words. Come over, take a nap. You need to solve this before you reach a conclusion. So few words always go with few words. We don't know why. Maybe because they have been used that way over the years. So that's about collocations, and in your PTE exam, especially reading fill in the blank, reading, writing fill in the blank, listening fill in the blank, right from dictation, you come across a lot of collocations, and if you have prior knowledge in collocations, things actually become very easier. So before we begin, if not subscribed to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button for the future notifications. Any point of time you are interested in the online paid course, you can text us in the WhatsApp. I will be there, we will be there to guide you. So let me just share my screen. So let's look into a few of the collocations. We're going to discuss some 60-70 collocations today. So be ready with a notebook, a pen. There's going to be a little lengthy video. Alright, let's run towards all the collocations that I've listed, the most commonly asked repeated questions that have come in the exam multiple times. Play a pivotal role, dash a role can be there. You play an important role. This is a collocation. Taking into account, take into consideration, take into account is a collocation. You need to take into account these drawbacks while constructing a room. Take into account means consider. Give rise to. You do these things every day. This can give rise to many problems. Means many problems will happen. And then meet the criteria. In order to reach Australia, in order to travel Australia, you need to meet some of the criteria. Meet the criteria means there are some list of things that you need to attain. The next one is pose a challenge, means you challenge someone. The word pose always goes with the challenge. It's not take a challenge, it's always pose a challenge. You need to draw some conclusions from this video. Draw conclusion is you make some conclusion from it, but draw a conclusion is a collocation. Undergo a transformation, undergo a surgery, undergo a transformation. Many words actually go with undergo. Don't make an assumption. Make assumption, make mistakes. These are all the words that go with the word make. There are like thousands of them. To my best knowledge, whatever I can put it here, I've put it here. You present a dilemma. You're going to talk like this in front of 1,000 people. You definitely going to present a dilemma. Means you're going to create some confusion in people's mind. Adopt a strategy. In order to get 79 plus, we need to adopt an effective strategy. Adopt something, adopt a strategy, adopt a child, pose a challenge, pose a threat. Smoking every day continuously poses a threat to your life. Pose a threat. Draw a distinction, draw a conclusion, reach a conclusion, reach a consensus. That's also a collocation. Consensus means conclusion. Generate revenue, yes, and then meet the demand. In order to meet the growing demands, meet the demand. Note it down or just know these things, because soon we have the implementation work very shortly, where you will be implementing these things in reading fill in the blanks. You conduct a research or conduct an experiment, you provide some insights. Nakul, can you provide insight into the collocations? Provide insight is a collocation. Foster means to promote, to encourage, foster innovation in order to gain that momentum. In order to reach that speed, reach that form, it's gaining the momentum. Facilitate communication. It's your problem to facilitate communication. These two have not talked before. You have to facilitate communication between them. You need to make sure they talk. Facilitate communication is one of the useful collocations. Let's continue. Offer a glimpse. You go and stand on that hill it offers a great glimpse of the surrounding lake. Hope you are getting it. Implement a policy, implement a rule, exert an influence. Exerting is forcing on something. If you talk this way, you're going to definitely exert a lot of influence on these young people. Exert influence is a collocation. Trigger a response. I asked her multiple times to trigger a response from her. I asked her multiple times to speak, she did not. Then I had to pinch her like this to trigger a response, to get the response. Embrace a concept. Embrace a concept is a beautiful collocation. Derive benefits. In order to draw benefits or take benefits or derive benefits. Reflect on, your thoughts should reflect on this. Collocations articulate a vision, means whatever the vision you have, you need to describe them, you need to articulate them. Capture the essence of the summary of this paragraph. Capture the essence means take the summary, and then evoke emotions, bring out that emotions. His speech evoked emotions in me and I was instantly in tears. Evoke emotions, adopt a strategy, employ a strategy, adopt an approach, enhance the performance. A simple collocation, combat a problem. You don't close a problem, you fight a problem or combat a problem, combat or solve a problem, develop a framework, undertake a project. You need to undertake this project in order to develop a good resume. Allocate resources. Always the word resources go with allocate or allocate funds, allocate resources. Conduct an experiment, conduct an analysis. Attain a goal. Know this, attain usually goes with the word goal. In order to attain this goal of 79 plus, you need to follow Skills PTE. And then we have promote awareness. Foster is also one of the words where you use the word as promote to encourage. Promote awareness. Leverage technology means use the technology. Leverage is one of the words which is used most of the time. So we have some knowledge about collocations that have appeared in the exam. Many more collocations to come. So we have 5 questions now, total 25 marks. So let's see how much marks you get. And usually the fill in the blanks, every blank will not be based on collocations, but today I have got all 25 based on collocations because you guys asked for it. So let's start with that. After every question you have to pause the video. If I keep giving time, it unnecessarily increases the length of the video. I'm gonna show you the first question. You can pause the video and do it, and once done, please resume the video. You will have my best strategies explanation covered. I hope you're pausing the video. Please pause and do it. The proposed merger of the two companies is expected to create a more dash market. A proposed merger, you're merging with another company to create a better product, to create a more competitive market. Competitive market is a collocation. The government has proposed several policies to dash the issue, to clear the issue, no, to solve the issue, address the issue. Address this issue in your meeting. Hope you remember this. The structure of this policy is very complex, but their objective is, structure of the policies is very difficult to understand. But whenever you use the word but, the next line will have opposite of what you discussed in the previous. Complex, objective is very clear. Hope you are getting it. The next one is, the release of the new video has been eagerly, using grammar you can solve. After has been, ed has to come, has been developed by, has been waited by, has been given by. You can go with anticipated or praised, but here you see the release has always been anticipated by fans, expecting, anticipated. The release has been eagerly, the word eagerly goes with the word anticipated. Remember these things. Eagerly, I was eagerly anticipating. The film was eagerly anticipated by all the fans equally all over the world. The melodic soundtrack, that's also a collocation of the game, has also been dashed by critics, criticized by critics, praised by critics. Which is the correct answer? Who have called it one of the best of the year. One of the best is not criticized, it's praised. So this gonna be 5. This is a trap. Active is a trap. The first is competitive market, second is address the issue, third is objective is clear, fourth is eagerly anticipated by the fans, and fifth is criticized. Now it's praised by critics. I really hope many of you have got 5 out of 5, but the approach is the collocation here. Few of them you have to go with the grammar, but always understand, if grammar is the kid, the child, collocation is the parent. Collocation always has the preference over the grammar. Go with the collocation if you think it's a proper collocation fitting in there. Keep a track of the mistakes that you have done. Total is 25. First question is done. 4 more questions to go. We quickly move on to the second question. I hope you're pausing the video and then resuming it to understand. Let's quickly fatafat finish this off. The architecture is breathtaking with its intricate, so difficult to understand carvings and stained glass windows. Stained glass window is a collocation, by the way. The company is expanding its, you expand companies' ideas. You don't expand the ideas. You expand the number of people working there, you expand its workforce. Expanding companies' workforce is a collocation. The company is expanding its workforce to meet the demands of its customer base. Of its customer base, you have growing customer base as a collocation. Hope you are getting it. Customer base is growing, they say, right? Growing customer base. The proposed range of incentives, including the structure of the training program, is designed to help new employees dash to. Dash to is a collocation. Addicted to, adapt to or adjust to. Adapt to is a collocation. Has been met with, it has been met with mixed reviews. We hope you are getting it. These are all the collocations with some critics praising its melodic themes and others criticizing its lack of originality. Simple, I am pretty much sure many have found it very simple, but my idea, the idea behind giving such simple ones is to help you feel the collocation world. Don't try to solve it with a context, try solving it with a collocation. Within 20-30 seconds you can solve most of the questions. Alright, we go to the third one. Keep a track of the mistakes that you have done. Little lengthy one, try solving it in 30 seconds. Let's see, pause the video, solve it and then resume to understand the strategies. Reading fiction can be a great way to dash after a long day. After a long day I want to, this is winding, this is unwinding, relaxing. Hope you are getting it, hope you are getting it. This is gonna be the one. You great way to unwind after a tiring day. That's a collocation. You unwind means just throw out all the stresses and just relax. When you dash yourself in a story when you go inside of it, immerse yourself in a story. Don't immerse yourself in a story, that's a collocation. Immersing oneself in a story, in a book, in a movie, immerse yourself. Others like to have music playing in the background. See, it's just a collocation going, you don't need anything, it's simple, and then whatever your preference. Reading fiction can be a dash experience. Great experience, in other words, it's always a rewarding experience. Rewarding means something great, something that gets you reward, prizes, that allows you to dash your horizon, widen your thinking or broaden your horizons. You have broadened. These are the collocations you should be knowing. If you were not aware of it, and trust me, you know it now, you have learnt it, write it down somewhere because these things come in the exam. Alright, keep a track of the mistakes you have done. Try solving it in 30 seconds. Simple ones. Pause the video, try doing it and then resume them to understand what mistakes you have done. The internet has revolutionized the way we access information and has dashed up a whole world of possibilities at our fingertips. Dash up, it has opened up. Correct? Opened up a whole world of possibility. It has opened a different possibility. However, with so much information available, it can be difficult to dash through the noise. So much of information, it is so difficult to go through, walk through or sift through the information. Remember this. It's not shift, it's sift, S-I-F-T. Sift is to go through in detail. Go through in detail is sift. Sift through the noise. Noise means too much of resources. Sift through the resources is the collocation. And find the information that is dash to, addicted to, adapt to, adjust to, relevant to our needs. And the last one, these words or phrases that are commonly used together and can help to dash search results to those that are most likely to be relevant. So much of it you can narrow it down to, can help to dash the result to. Narrow the search results to, narrow it to is a collocation. Guys, getting it right, the collocation world is so beautiful, it's like ocean. We cannot have one PDF and just learn it. Implementation is different. Implementing it through the fill in the blanks is the only way you learn them. Just memorizing, trust me, all these things will not work. Dash to, narrow it to, adapted to, adjusted to, addicted to. So many twos are there with the words. So, it is not just one word. So, implementation is most important. Opened up new possibilities, sift through the noise, relevant to our needs, narrow it down to results that are most likely to be relevant. Keep a track of the mistakes you have done. We go to the next one. Try doing it in less than 30 seconds. If possible, pause the video and then resume it. Do it and then resume to understand what mistakes you have done. The multifaceted nature of contemporary society dash a complex challenge. Remember, we already have seen this. Pose a threat, pose a challenge. In order to dash solutions, in order to combat solution, in order to create solutions, or there is one more way of talking about solutions, in order to get solutions or craft effective solutions. The second one, as such, a nuanced approach is required that takes into, we already saw this, take into account, means consider, correct, adopt a dash perspective, complete perspective. There is another word for that, is called holistic perspective. This gonna be 4. And failure to do so can result in unintended consequences that may dash rather than ameliorate. Ameliorate is to improve, rather than is their opposite of ameliorate is to worsen it, which is exacerbate. Exacerbate rather than ameliorate. It make it more worse than collocation. What is that? Do comment, okay? It makes it more worse than that word. So, it results in consequences that may exacerbate rather than make it good, ameliorate. It makes it more worse than good, that is a collocation. Same way here, worse than good, exacerbate than ameliorate. Ameliorate is a positive word, exacerbate is a negative word. Something like this come and anything can come. It is a vast resource. So, I am afraid sometimes to give just a list of it, because I know if I am giving you a list of collocations, it is mostly going to be misguided. There is nothing like a list, it is all about implementing. Read novels, read newspapers, things will easily fall in place. Keep a track of the mistakes that you have done. Alright, that is the end of it. A very fruitful session, but let me see how many of you have got 25 out of 25, or at least 24 or 23. If you are getting 20 and below, trust me, you are not ready for 65. This is a very simple question. You should have ideally gotten full mark here. And also what matters is the time. You cannot take 2 minutes and get 25 out of 25. Within 30-40 seconds, if you are getting 25, then trust me, you are ready for 90 overall. Do leave a comment, and if you want me to make a part 2 of it, please do comment. I will definitely come back. Part 2, part 3, part 10, anything for you guys. So, do comment, and if required online assistance, do text us in the WhatsApp. It is an online paid course. We will be there. I will be there to guide you and to tell you a lot of students on an everyday basis are getting 90 overall. We will definitely guide you in the right way. And our IELTS channel is making some noise with respect to a lot of videos. So, if you are trying for Canada, and or your friends are trying for Canada and want to have a holistic perspective, holistic approach about IELTS, you can refer our channel. I am sure they are not going to be disappointed. Also, we have one more channel called Skills Academy of English, where every 2 days once I am going to come up with, I have come up with, in fact, a lot of English related videos. Like recently we made 5 steps to improve your English speaking, top 10 mistakes people end up making in an everyday English conversation. Have a look at these videos and subscribe to this channel. Trust me, your English just improves. Okay, fine guys, with this we will park it here. Thanks much for your time. This is Nakul signing off from Skills PTE Academic. Very soon we will be back. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Thank you.